Could you talk a little bit, because you've referenced this as a technique, could you talk a little bit about what is encompassed by this technique and what you would be teaching in this workshop?
Yeah, so the technique itself, as I spoke of earlier, the greatest thing about Kristen's work and why I chose to become designated by her as opposed to other voice teachers who are also phenomenal and who I have worked with and learned a lot of great things is Kristen's progression. So the progression itself is very outlined. You might think of it somewhat as any great jazz song. This is going to be what the song is. And then within that outline, we play and improvise in our own process while we're also going through the process with others. So for instance, the progression always starts with just getting to know yourself, questions about yourself, how you feel about your voice, and getting into body awareness and starting to really recognize these micro engagements that we do, how they affect us, how they affect our breath, how do we use our skeleton to ground ourselves in the space as opposed to muscles trying to hold us up. And then what is our relationship to our breath? How much have we been allowing our breathing muscles to do what they do best, which is to breathe for us without anything inhibiting them? And then it gets into the voice work, humming and dealing with vibrations and coming to release vibrations by finding them internally and then coming on to different ways to release vibrations into the space. And so as the progression moves on, then you get into all the channel work, which is what is going on in the jaw, tongue, the neck by the laryngeal muscles, the soft palate muscle, all of this stuff that in us, as we call the channel, right, our pipeline, from inside to out. What have we been doing to shut down the channel? And I find that this work in particular is, for me, some of the most interesting because a lot of the channel is how we stopped our voice. And so within our motor cortex, our relationship to our jaw, our tongue, our lips, our neck muscles is connected to our voice, except we used it to stop our voice. So then when we're stressed and we go to use our voice, these muscles engage because in our brain, we think they are related to voice. And they are, but they are only related in such a way that they inhibit the freedom of real passion and expression if they are engaging unnecessarily. So that becomes a real aha moment for so many people, as some people may have more tongue tension than the person next to them, and some people may have both. And as I think the great thing about it is the self-discovery of, wow, that's the thing I've been doing without the judgment. So that then what starts to develop is a plethora of choices. And the more that we feel these choices are available to us, the more we start to be able to go back to that enthusiastic, passionate expression of self while we're also grounding ourselves and feeling that we are here in this moment with these people in the room and not like the train is running down the track, not sure what I'm saying, my face is doing something weird, my hands feel uncomfortable, and all these things that we do when we're not really synchronizing the whole self in the impulses that we're feeling from our humanity.